Oh, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, you are all most welcome to today's webinar, which is, as usual, about the GPAP mentorship series, where we focus on empowering young people to be job ready. And before we get started, I will briefly take you through what it means to be part of GPAP or to be part of these sessions. And soon after, our guest of the day will come in to discuss the topic of the day. In about 5 to 7 minutes, I'll quickly run through the session and then about GPAP, Graduate Professionals Apprenticeship Program. And then thereafter, Rooney, who is already on the call, will take us through the session on fixing our LinkedIn accounts to be able to be to take opportunities that are available from professional opportunities shared on LinkedIn. And quickly, about GPAP, it is a reskilling program providing professional experience, workplace experience. It provides these 2 years in 3 months, and it targets graduates, career changers, holiday makers, and students. It does this through mentorship, coaching, exposure, connections, and one would also say through making participants competitive. And you find it at TechBuzz Hub only anywhere in this world. This program provides, as earlier mentioned, 3 years of experience. The purpose is for individuals eager to build a successful professional career, and it only takes in only 5 people every cohort, and a cohort is every month. The history is the program started over 10 years ago and has had over 130 alumnus from 12 cohorts. 96% of the people complete the program, and the influence, what people say the program has done in their career journeys, 87% of them say it has influenced. The current strategy is industry academia bridging, where we try to look at the things you studied at university and align them to what the industry requires. And by the time you get out, you are extremely relevant. A quick case study, 10 years, in 10 years, Uganda graduates a minimum of 4 million people. Other studies show that up to 7 million graduates from different higher learning institutions. But the challenge is it can only create 700 jobs in these 10 years. Where are the 3,300,000 people? Where are they left? Anyone speaking? Okay. So the question is, where are the 3.3 million people employed? Of course, they are unemployed, and you don't want to be part of that community. These are not our statistics. These are statistics, as you can see, Daily Monitor, New Vision, uh, University, Uganda, Christian University, and so on and so forth. Why is it important for you to join GPAP? To gain employable skills through mentorship, valuable work experience through coaching, networking opportunities through exposure or under exposure, personal growth, being competitive from your peers, fast tracking employment through connections and bridging, or getting you connected to jobs. This is what other people that have been part of the program speak about it. I did not know how to market content after creating it, but through the program, I learned how to strategize my content, plan my tasks, optimize it for SEO, and distribute it through various channels like email, LinkedIn, while gaining confidence in design, presentations, and teamwork. Is someone asking a question?
Mbuchi,
Okay, someone kindly mute participants. Epa, if you can mute anyone who is Sorry about that inconvenience. I am about to finish. Yes, this is also what other people speak about the program even before they enter or join the program. The GPAP YouTube mentorship sessions reminded me that becoming employable is not just about technical skills, but rather becoming a person employers and clients can trust. Meanwhile, some of these, or most of these ones here have not joined the program, but just watching these sessions, just like the one um, Rooney is going to take us through, you already learned so much. And these are some of the alumnus from cohort 3 who is best fit for GPAP students, maybe holiday making, fresh graduates, and career changers, or those focusing on career changing. We take programs in these areas: human resource, accounting and finance, digital marketing, sales and marketing, software engineering, proposal writing and fundraising, multimedia and production, research and projects. And this is a snapshot of the marketing content, how we market the program. Land a decent job after 3 months of world-class training. Yes, and pizza got you your focus. GPAP focuses on your career. You definitely want to focus on your career. What wise men say, tell me I forget, teach me I may remember, and involve me I learn. Apprenticeship is the most natural way of learning. It allows skills to be passed down while fostering discipline, humility, and mastery. The best education doesn't always happen in a classroom. Apprenticeships empower people to learn by doing, ensuring that knowledge is lived, not just memorized. Hmm? Um, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, are you guys seeing my slides? Anyone seeing my slides?
Yeah. Your lines are good.
They have been moving.
Good, yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. So the program is not free. How would the program, a world-class program like this, be free? It comes at 2.5 million shillings, and there is a 40%. This is area discount, 40%, which means you pay 1.5 at the moment, but next month it will be 2.5. We will have scrapped off the sign up. And if we recommend people, we give you something token of appreciation, which is a 10%. And these sessions are free. So if you want to get into the program, you can reach out to us through these contacts, but also you can apply through that link. Thank you very much. At this juncture, allow me, ladies and gentlemen, invite our um, uh, our allow me invite our guest of today, Mr. Rooney. If you're there, kindly you can unmute, and if you want to share your screen, please, you are free to do so at this particular point in time.
Great. Thank you so much for that introduction to GPAP. And allow me share my screen. Please, before I continue, let me know if you can hear me, if I'm loud and clear.
Yes, we can hear you, Rooney, loud and clear.
Perfect. Also, let me know if you can see my screen.
We can see your screen, Rooney. Thank you.
Great. So, greetings everyone. Once again, my name is Ronnie at Hire, and I'm excited for this session personally because I do love sharing knowledge and what I've learned over time. And I thank you at Tech Buzz Hub for inviting me to this particular session. And today's session is just going to be about LinkedIn, but I prefer doing hands-on things, honestly. I do not want to just speak. I usually want to walk the talk. And just a little bit about me. I'm a computer scientist by profession. And I also do digital marketing. I think I've been doing this since 2020. Just that these days I'm focusing on most other things like startups, building communities, and among other things. Where my journey started with X as a digital marketer, then slowly transitioned to other platforms like LinkedIn. And today's session is just going to be about LinkedIn. And let's just dive into it. You'll get to learn along with me. So before I continue, I usually want to give a small brief history about what I'm trying to teach so that we're at par with what we're doing or with what we are experiencing in the knowledge transfer. So LinkedIn started around December 2002. I think 2002, I don't know how many people were born. Personally, I was born 2002. I was already born by December 2002. And it is a link, it's a professional body, and trying to connect different professionals to see how they can actually learn from one another. And the platform was officially launched in 2003. Then they introduced jobs. Then along, they also went public. An IPO is basically going public so that you can also buy shares from LinkedIn and among other things. And then in 2006, something great happened, and that was an acquisition by Microsoft. So if you did not know that actually Microsoft owns LinkedIn, perhaps this is a learning moment. So let's just continue. So why LinkedIn in the first place? So everyone has his story. Personally, I joined LinkedIn because I like opportunities and applying to different opportunities and among other things. And every time I applied to opportunities, they're not asking me for my TikTok account or my Facebook or my X. Okay, some used to ask for X, but the number one platform that really stood out was LinkedIn. Like, share your LinkedIn. And I had created my LinkedIn sometime back, but I wasn't active at all. I wasn't doing anything with it. And I was like, I can't think it's a platform. I don't even know what's happening there. Until that changed like 4 years ago, I think, 2021 or 5 years, 2021. Oh, we're in 2026. So about 4 5 years ago, this changed. I was like, I think I need to be active on LinkedIn because every time I'm applying for opportunities, this is the number one platform that shows up. So for you, it could be a different story, perhaps. And for me, it has been a digital CV. So this is good for your career advancement, business development, learning skills. There's LinkedIn learning, but also thought leadership. So quickly, around 1.2 billion users are on LinkedIn, but half of those are actually active, the monthly active users. That means around 600 million users are active on LinkedIn. We have over 10,000 applications almost a minute, and over 700 jobs are posted every minute. So what does that mean? If you're looking for jobs, if you're looking for stuff, you can actually leverage LinkedIn. Recruiters are using this, but recruiters can be professional companies, or could be even startups, could be among other things. I've had stories. I've also been reached out to. I've gotten I think 2 or 3 so far freelance work that I've done through LinkedIn, but I've also connected with multiple people that I've gotten to engage with and learn from them, especially in the startup world. So your profile really matters, optimizing it, because it's a digital CV, it's your storefront. With all these companies looking out for someone, the only story you can tell, some of us do not have portfolio website. This could be something that talks about you, what you've done, and your achievements over time. But LinkedIn can be your digital CV in a way that it's a live CV that shows what you're doing, your leadership skills, what you've learned through different engagements that you've gone through, whether it is work, whether it is school, and you do not have to wait to finish school to actually do this. You can get started right away by sharing your insights, by sharing the knowledge that you've learned from different places, whether you're attending an event, whether you've liked the session, including this session. And that's the whole goal of why the digital profiles matter. And that can help you be your portfolio as maybe try to create your own website where you can showcase your skills and among other things. So 5 critical elements that we shall look at quickly. Professional photo. Going to have a professional photo on your profile, and then a compelling headline about experience, and then some skills. These 5 are really, really critical when you're trying to optimize your profile, and we shall look at that quickly. Professional photo can be you're just your headshot showing your face, and at least should be clear. And then a compelling headline, not just a job title. You can use, you've seen people with different marketing or SEO strategies, like maybe startup growth manager or whatever it is. But avoid trying to write like a multiple sentences, like a long paragraph of a headline, honestly, because that can be in the about section. So the experience also matters a lot. Let's just go straight. I don't want to waste much time on the slides because there's just few actually. So the algorithm currently shifted. The current algorithm, I want to talk about this because we know we live in a digital village, and that means that there are different algorithms that favor different social media platforms. And if you're on TikTok, you know that the watch time there is also very important. And they have something called interest graphs. Interest graphs. This is every time you view something, they will keep recommending you that particular thing that you've actually viewed. If you go to YouTube, it's the same story. They also have watch time and all those other things. Instagram is crazy. It has like 4 ranking rooms with reels and all those other things being put into consideration, and how you post. When it comes to X I think is now mainly powered by Grok. Grok personalizes your entire experience of how you've been engaging on the platform. That's what it will give you all the time. Now, when it comes to LinkedIn, the platform you're looking at today, it focuses on something called dwell time. So in the past, LinkedIn used to focus on clicks. For example, if someone clicked on your profile, sorry, if someone liked your post, if 1,000 people liked your post, that means those are 1K likes. That means that post is popular, and then the algorithm will pick it up, then show it even to many people. And that's how it used to be in the past. But then realized that was something like a clickbait. Now they focus more on depth. What does depth mean? Depth is more about how much or how long has someone spent on your post. It's not about clicks anymore on LinkedIn. By 2020, I'm going to request the people, maybe the host, to the people
You can pick the child from school.
mute.
Sorry, kindly mute.
Which is school is that? And I just joke.
Or you could just mute them.
Go fast with muting.
They,
Mute them
they want to,
direct.
but definitely can.
Okay. I hope we are good now. Kindly mute, guys, so that you can stay focused. Yes, so I was talking about dwell time. Dwell time is what LinkedIn now focuses more, and that means that how much time does the user spend on your post. If, for example, they see your post and then they click on read more, as we shall see, how many seconds have they spent on your post, and that then it prioritizes that to post to repost to share more to other people. So it's no longer about like some people, especially these days, can be stressed because they're seeing their posts having 10 likes, 5 likes, and they wonder. That doesn't matter, honestly. And for LinkedIn, and we shall see in a nutshell that we have something called impressions, we have reach, views. So views are more mainly if you spend more than 3 seconds. Let's say it's an article, it's a document you've uploaded on LinkedIn. You can upload documents, slides, and among other things. And then for reach, for example, if you have 10 impressions, an impression is basically uh, how many people have seen your post. It's like if, for example, I see a post 10 times, those are 10 impressions, then the reach will be just one. Since I've seen your post 10 times, those are 10 impressions, but the reach is one. So that is different. Those are like some of the metrics you should get to know as you go into this, as you go strategize yourself in optimizing your profile. Then you can go native by uploading content, videos, text, and among other things. Then you also use hashtags. Hashtags are really key. Some people follow hashtags to see what is about maybe a particular process, event, engagement, or whatever it is really that you're actually sharing. For example, if it is a job, people usually go and check hiring, those hashtags. If you just typed into LinkedIn and checked hiring, you should be getting posts of people hiring, recruiters trying to look for people who can actually join them. So we've talked about engagement being key. Let's just move quickly. Yes, so I just want to go straight. We'll share this URL for you to connect with me. This is my LinkedIn profile, basically. And then I think we shall have the Q&A session later. So let me just go straight to business. I prefer doing business, hands-on things. So this is my current profile, and I don't know if dark mode is okay with you guys. I just want should I change this to light mode, or because I prefer dark mode? Can I change this to light mode? I prefer dark mode, but for the purposes of this session, let me just change to light mode because I can't tell what people we have here. Let me just go and put this off. Hope so far you're with me. Yes. So this is my LinkedIn profile. So I'm going to start from up to bottom as I take you through this, and then I'll give you some tips and share some articles. And yeah, I hope you can still see my profile. I changed now. I'm on my profile. I hope you can see now that I'm on my profile. Yes. So there's this banner here. So many people customize this accordingly. So personally, I used Canva to do this. You just type in, if you're using Canva, Canva is free. You can just type in LinkedIn banner, they'll give you the exact size, and then you can actually create yours, generate yours these days with AI, or you can even put what words you want to put here. Me, I just created this, and then I just said, let's connect. I just made it simple, but there are people having here different stuff here. Their social media icons that they do, even another maybe profile picture. It really doesn't matter, but the goal is at least try to change the default banner of LinkedIn. That's the process of starting how to optimize your profile, and then moving to the profile. Personally, I think right now I prefer this picture. I hope I can be visible, but you should be able to show a profile picture that you're clear on your end. And moving on, you can see this is now my headline. This is my headline. So I love fintechs, but I'm also a computer scientist. So I just wanted to keep it short, but just like I said, you can put maybe growth marketing strategies, so whatever it is, just to keep it minimal, but don't write like a lot of words. But when you click on edit, you'll also notice that you do not have much words to actually put there. So they limit your characters, I guess. Yeah, it's not showing how many characters are limited. But when you click on edit, you can be able to, you do not need a LinkedIn Premium, guys. You can optimize this and you actually make impact on LinkedIn. Um, so here you can pick according to the information you put under your experience, what should be shown on top. And then you click here if you want to show it to the current maybe company and intro, something like that. Your university education, maybe if you want to pick a university, the one that you want to show, maybe always pick the latest, the current one. and then your location and all this. If you have a website, put it there. If you do not have a website, it's okay. If you have a link tree or whatever it is, you can always put it here. If you do not have it, it's okay. You can always leave it blank. And that's it about just editing your header, kind of, and trying to say that you have this information perfect. So this is how it shows. I'm currently at 19K followers. And before I continue, you can see here we have followers and then we have connections. Let me just briefly talk about followers and connections. So followers, people who follow you without you following them. Then connections are the direct connections you get to have. But when you scroll here, you'll be seeing something like first, second. Let me see if I can see it. I'm not seeing it here. Okay. I'm not seeing it here, but I hope if you're active on LinkedIn, you shall see it, I think, from the other side. There's something you see like first, second, then third. So first are the people you connect with directly, and second is the number of people that, okay, the people you connect with, like mutual friends, friends of friends, people you're not directly connected with, but they're friends of friends. Then third, it's the friends of second degree connection. That's where it stops, and you have about 30,000 connections, direct connections you can get as a LinkedIn standard. So that means that you can get up to 30,000 direct connections, but you can have more than 30,000 followers. That means you can have 100K. You have seen people with 1 million followers. It means they have a cap limit of 30K direct connections, but they can have more unlimited followers. That's how it works. Then let's just continue here. So here, this is the most important part here, which I'll spend whereby you add a profile section and also enhance your profile. So if you click on add your profile section, you will see that they list some of the core recommended and addition things. I would like that if you're optimizing your profile, perhaps you should use the website or the desktop version if you have a desktop application rather than the mobile application, trying to optimize your profile. So you can come here, you add your education, add position, add career break in case you have a career break, you add skills. And I've added almost, I think, every, apart from services, I think, and career break. But these here are really, really crucial, and skills, just like we talked about the critical elements. Then you have the recommended section where you can add the featured section. I've already added all these. You shall see them down. So to add, you just click on it. For example, you can add courses. So when you click on courses, you just put on the different courses that you've done. Maybe now this is just coming from the information I've put. But you can just add different courses. It could be some courses that you think stand out from your profile. Maybe it could be, in case you're into computer science and machine learning, you could just put maybe a machine learning certified course and where you got it from, in case there's any something that you want to add here. But these are optional. This is the most critical one. So that's how you can add profile sections. Then let me just go to I want to go through everything, like adding all these ones, because when you do, it will just show you straightforward. But it's good to have some of these according to my profile. Maybe you can optimize yours and see, because at least for me, this has worked for me. Then here there's something called enhance, but I told you don't need a premium, guys. There's not much you can actually get from it. I tried it, and the only thing it helps is if you're selling stuff, or maybe if you're doing email, you can directly inbox someone without even being their connections. There's resources field here where you can download this. Remember, this is a digital CV. Sometimes people say, give us your LinkedIn as a PDF. You can actually save this as a PDF, entire profile. You can save it as a PDF here. You can see saved items or bookmarks, activity, and some about profile. There's something I want to talk about is verification. Verification, it needs you just have to have a passport. I want to go through the verification part now. It takes some time. But you just need to have a passport for you to continue with the verification of LinkedIn using Persona. So I have a YouTube tutorial about this. I create content on YouTube. I'll share with you maybe tree, then you look through the YouTube channel. So this is analytics. Let me just go to analytics. The impressions that I was talking about, so you can see that I've not been doing good for the past 7 days in terms of post impressions. But you can see that I have at least 700 profile viewers in the past 90 days. I have 77 such appearances just last week alone. And you see that my number of followers keep increasing, at least at 0.8 from the past 7 days. And here you can see that a weekly sharing tracker is this thing. If you want to keep like seeing how are you performing every week, you can come here and see that for me from Feb 9 to Feb 15, I've already I've already done 2 posts and I've done 1 comment already. So that means there's something called 3-2-1 rule on LinkedIn. That means 3 is you share 3 industry related information like reposting. 2 is you create 2 posts every week. Then 1 is like you comment, you just make 1 comment in a week. That shows that you're active every week. And of course, you can go ahead. I've seen people who post almost on a daily. I think sometime I've done that also. You can post every day, but the recommended rule people that use is 3-2-1. 3, you can reshare 3 posts, then you create 2 original posts, then you just do 1 comment. The reason why this is important because these days LinkedIn has something called comment impressions. They just introduced it of recent. And you can see that I enabled all these creator tools, newsletters, LinkedIn Live. I want to go through that. So let me just go back. So this is about the analytics. Maybe let me just show. Let me just give you a quick thing about maybe post impressions shortly. So if, for example, you've come to post impressions, you can see how many posts or how your posts have been performing over time to just gauge yourself. So you can see the impressions I was talking about here. You can see how you've been performing, but you can actually filter this to actual engagements like likes, reactions, and among other things. So you can see 128 engagements, 89 engagements. You can even filter up to like the last past 1 year and see how you've been performing over the entire year. This will help you to show that you're actually growing, maybe on LinkedIn. And you can see, I have 8,000 here. These are top performing posts from Feb 12 to Feb 11, from Feb 12, 2025 to Feb 11, 2026. So let me just leave that at that. You just explore yourself. There's also an audience part if you're interested in seeing your audience. I just wanted, because some of these tools people don't use them, yet they're very critical in understanding how you're performing or how you're doing on LinkedIn. So let me just go back straight to my profile. I hope you're still with me and I have people on the call. I'm not talking a lot. So this is the about section. You can just create some 2 or 3 paragraphs here. Then top skills, you can just list up to 5 skills here. You can just list up to 5 skills. For me, I have these skills, but you can list more. This is just how you want them, the top skills that you want to be shown when someone sees your profile. And when you click here, it shows you how you can reorder them or even connect them to different stuff. So this is a featured section. This is added through here. Remember, we said that you can add the featured section through the recommended parts and all those things. So all these sections have been adding them through this account. So this feature here. So featured section is the things you want people to see. Um, like when you go to X, it is more related to like pin the like a I think with X you can only pin one post. I think, yes, you can only pin 1 post, but here you can, I think, pin more. You can tag or feature more than, I think, 5 LinkedIn posts. It could be articles. You can feature articles. You can feature links. You can even add media directly, your CV or whatever it is, your presentation slides, whatever it is. For me, I've featured posts that I liked, but I think I haven't updated it. Perhaps I will change this to the post I might want. So this is how my activity engagement. So for example, if you come here and see show all posts, you can see everything that you've been doing, comments, videos, images. I like this section more in if you want to see reactions in the posts you've been reacting on over time and among other things. So if you click on comments, you'll see the latest comments you've been doing on different posts. So for example, I think just commented on this. So I talked about comment impressions. You can see that 50 people have already viewed or 50, I've received 50 views in short. I don't know if that's one person, but most likely it's not one person. Just remember a view and impression is different, but at least this has been seen 50 times. As you can see, when you continue down, you see like the different impressions on different. That's why it is good to post to comment, because it shows the hidden visibility that you're actually trying to do on the platform at the end of the day. So let me just go back to my profile. Um, um, so let me just scroll down. That is about the posts and everything. So here you add your experience. So I have a startup called Impamp. It's more of a crowdfunding platform you're trying to build. Then what you've done in the past, and then also your education experience, you just add it here. You put your courses descriptive on how you've been doing your stuff. Then I have a section called licenses and certifications, because I know most of us put this. I do not want to dwell on this, but some people don't put this section. Remember, you can add it in the featured, add like on the featured sections. So you can put here your license and certification, the things you've been able to achieve. For example, you have even proof for that. People can come and check that you've actually gotten these licenses. Then there's a projects section. I also added it to see to show you the different projects I've been doing. Then there's a volunteering part. So volunteering and experience here. Some people mix them. So if, for example, you've participated in an apprenticeship, you can put it here because that is more of an internship. The program, the GPAP, that's why I put here future founders. This is a startup. But if you come and volunteer, for example, in a club, you don't need to put that on experience, because over time it can actually increase. You can maybe for example, I've volunteered in many clubs, many organizations, doing different things. So you just need to come and put here in the volunteering section, where you're not paid to do anything, but it's more of community work and community building. And you can add, you can also edit, you can also reorder these accordingly on how you really want to position them. For example, you can see this is how I have my main reordered. I can just come and click on this icon to reorder. I can just maybe drag, let's say, I can come and say, I want this to be seen maybe before content developer, or maybe before this. I can just drag this to anyhow I want it, and then I will be good to go. So this is more of, I put here more of some fellowships I've done, and also some volunteering part that I've been able to engage myself. This helps you to make sure that when someone sees you and sees your profile, they can actually say that, oh, okay, these guys, they can also participate in voluntary programs like UN and among other things. So there's a skills bit. Then there's this part called endorsements under skills. So people can come and actually endorse you. You can even request for endorsements. When you add your skills, people can find your profile and just add you, or you could actually come and edit the skill and be like, I add more skills or different stuff. But you can also ask for endorsements from different people. But some people can actually just come and endorse you, because now I don't know who endorsed me for Amazon Web Services. But this could be the people maybe you've interacted with, or people you've worked with in different stuff. This is what I was showing you first. You see this first, that means I'm connected to them directly. So you can also connect when there's second, that means you're not connected to them directly, even though they endorse you. So that is about skills and endorsements. This is also very critical. Recruiters look at this and they say, okay, which people have worked with him, who can actually maybe vote for him or for what he has or for her, for what she has been able to achieve perhaps in the past. Then there's this section here that has publications. If you're a researcher like me, you can maybe put your publications or could be any other different type of publication, magazines, what, you can just put them here. And then here, honors and awards, the things you've been able to get, awards and among other things, honestly. So, but the section I want you guys to focus on is the skills bit. I say I have 52 skills. These are very many, but you can have as many as you want. Because these days it's about being a polymath. I feel like you don't need to know one thing. You should just embrace lifelong learning. And through that, you never know what you can actually get. So that is it about optimizing the profile. I just wanted um to show you in case you want to create a post. So I'm about to wind up. I know I'm about to wind up shortly. So if you're creating this is like your feed. So if you're creating a post, usually it's nice to tag different people. And these days, LinkedIn prefers that you actually do it. You avoid putting links directly on the post, but it's okay. You can still put them. The algorithm prefers because that takes away the people from the platform. When you, for example, when you're posting a link directly on your what, for example, if you're posting something like maybe my portfolio website, this one here, this takes away people from the platform, and LinkedIn doesn't like this most times. So, but you can still post honestly at the end of the day. And when also you're creating when you're tagging people, if you cannot see, for example, someone, you can always use maybe, let's say, let me see, is there any person I saw on the call now? Okay, let me just pick a friend. Okay, let me just say if I'm searching for someone called maybe Robina. But I know Robina works with maybe Ministry of ICT. I can go ahead and put maybe Ministry of ICT. That narrows down the search. I just wanted to give that as a tip. I talked about hashtags. Um, Also, some of you are admins for different pages. You can actually change from any page. Even when you click here, you can actually change before you post, then you switch to a company page. Yeah, on my end, I just want to give I want to leave this here in the chat. I'm going to share it in the chat. It's about tips on optimizing. It's from LinkedIn itself. This is a summary. You have to showcase your achievements, key sections. We talked about this engagement, guys. That's how you grow, because every time you engage, you get to see how people also come and engage in your post. When you engage on others, it's more about scratch my back or scratch my back, I'll scratch yours or whatever it is. So engagement is really, really critical. So if there's a summary to how to optimize your profile, this is it. It's straight from LinkedIn itself. And different people here will be telling you how they've been able to create the different. You can see at 90% of recruiters use LinkedIn to find talent. So there's also this others in case you want to have some best practices. I'm also going to share this in the chat and also share with the organizers to share with maybe the people who have not been able to attend. In case you want to best practices on how you can maybe keep up with your LinkedIn. So you can see different people saying, here is what recruiters actually look for in your LinkedIn. So it's more of a summary. You can just see the hook. So your current role, showcasing your expertise. I've already talked about all these, a personality and among other things. So when you're creating your post for whatever, for example, if you've learned something from today's session, ensure you have a very good hook so that people can click on read more and they stay there. Remember dwell time, the depth. Then lastly, I wanted to share this. This is a tool that you can use. It's called SSI, your social selling index on LinkedIn. Whatever you're doing, how do you know that you're actually making results at the end of the day? This tool here helps you. It's from LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So it helps you to see how how your profile is. It ranks out. So for example, a few years ago, I was 2 years, I think in 2024, I was at 58. This thing here is like CGPA. It doesn't move. But uh, you can say I'm in top 1% in the industrial rank. And then my network, I'm also in the top 1%, the people I'm connected to. So it has 4 components. The 4 components are basically finding the right people. How are you finding the right people? Are you connecting to the right people in your industry? So you can see here I'm struggling with that personally. And then every component is out of 100, to make it out of 100. So if your profile, just when you're logged into your account, you just have to go to this link. I will share this link. Then it automatically gives you your rank, how you're ranking. So for example, this is how I'm doing, establishing my professional brand, and it is 16 out of 25. So that means I'm above average, but I need to increase maybe up to like 20, establishing my professional brand. Then here, finding the right people, I'm struggling. You see, it is below average. It is 7 out of 25, 7.8. That means I need to work hard personally on this. Then engaging with insights, you can say I'm having an 11, slightly below average, or 12.5 out of 25. So that means I need to keep engaging with different insights and among other things. Then in terms of building relationships, I think it's out of 25. I've maxed out the entire 25 out of 25. I've connected and I've built a lot of relationships on LinkedIn. But on these relationships, I need to get to connect to the people in my industry. These are the right people here that we're talking about here. So this tool here is really, really good. And then you can see the people in your industry, how you're ranking. Most people in my industry are 31. That means I'm 60. That means this is nice. Then most people in my network are 30. That means that's why I'm ranking top 1%. So you can actually even chat here and ask, what do I need to do? This is just basically a chatbot to help you get to give you some tips on how you can actually optimize your profile. I want to go through this. But the beauty about this chatbot, you can even download the chat history. For example, after giving you tips, you can download the chat history from this button to maybe to put that into practice. So that is it. If you want to really connect with me, I have this. Let me just share this in the chat. Then I'm going to share all these other ones. Oh, okay, I've just seen that dark mode is okay. Let me just share all these articles in the chat. But if you do have questions, feel free. I think that's really what I wanted to share. And I hope you've learned something from this session. And you can actually go ahead and optimize your profile. Let me share the second resource.
All right, all right. Thank you very much, Ronnie, for such an insightful session. If you have any questions, kindly raise up your hand and I will call upon you to ask your question. But maybe before the asking of questions, Ronnie, I remember the session I was attending of you last year. You shared something around formatting YouTube, formatting LinkedIn content. If you wanted to bolden, if you wanted to do this and that, if it is something not hard to discuss briefly, I think it will be nice to also share it. But I am just buying time as I'm waiting for someone whose hand could be up so that I invite them to ask their questions as well. Grace,
Okay.
you have a question. You can ask that question as soon as Ronnie finishes responding to my question. Thank you very much.
Great.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Kenneth, and thank you, Ronnie, for the presentation. It's been elaborative enough. My question is about LinkedIn recommendations, and yes, there is recommendations and okay, yeah, maybe I'll talk about but there's something else. It's probably skipping. Yeah, so I'm wondering how the recommendations maybe boost credibility. Do they even work? Do they even help? I wonder what your perspective could be. Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much, Grace, for that wonderful question. So let me take on these two questions. The first one from organizer himself. So there's this tool that I use. Thank you for have really reminding me this. Honestly, there's a lot with LinkedIn. Maybe, yeah, this is a very good, wonderful tool that you can actually leverage. It's called Type Grow. I'm going to post the link in the chat. At the end of this, I'm going to share all the resources in a good format. For those who registered, I think they'll receive an email from the organizers to share with them even the slides, because I have the slides also. And this tool here just helps me, for example, if you want to bold in some of the things, or italicize or underline or strike through some of the information that you're trying to show on your LinkedIn profile. So, for example, if I came here and I said this session has been amazing. So guys, do not you can connect with me on LinkedIn, but you can also create posts if you've learned something about LinkedIn today, what you've learned from today or something like that. Feel free to tag me and I'll be able to engage. So for example, if you want to say this session has been amazing, you see here, it shows you how it will look like. But if I want to emphasize amazing, I can just come and highlight this and click bold. This is how it will show. So LinkedIn by default doesn't have a formatting tool. For us who are into tech, there's Markdown and these other things that you can use to format text, sorry. The same with Twitter. It doesn't also have, almost all these platforms do not have inbuilt formatters for texts. So there are tools that you can use. I didn't want to talk about even other third-party tools. There are even more other third-party tools you can use for metrics. I just wanted to stay within the platform, LinkedIn. But you can also leverage these tools to increase your engagement. For example, this tool here, I use it a lot. If, for example, I want to do this, that means I can now just copy this, or I can click on copy text. Or if you want, I can actually schedule this post, but you have to log in, remember. You can schedule this, but LinkedIn has its inbuilt scheduler that you can actually leverage on, or you can post right now within your LinkedIn if you're logged in. This tool here helps you with all that. But if you want also to italicize, you can just set this session. See, it automatically changes. Or if you want now to strike through, you can just do this. This is how it will be seen. Or if you want to create a list, you can just click here. It will just list automatically. Or if you want to number, or if you want to create a different format, like the listing, whether ascending or to descending, whatever it is, bullet points, or if you want to clear everything. It's really, really a good tool. If you want to add an image, if you want to add an emoji, it has different suites of emojis. But you can get some of these also. Emoji, I think, these ones are already there. But the beauty is that here you want to maybe do advanced editing. So how you connect it to your page, you just have to click on login, then you log in with LinkedIn. So you can try it for free, but here you can actually use this tool here for free. You do not need to log in to do the formatting, honestly. And you can just put here your text, to use your GPT to create some content. Of course, I would love you to also use AI. I didn't mention about AI, but you can use AI for your content strategy or formatting to give you maybe how you can post and all those other things, but it should be your voice at the end of the day. AI just helping you to redraft and among other things. So you don't need to log in here. So let me just post here in the chat. You can even just test it out directly. You can format any text, honestly. Then after, you can just copy this and bring it to your post. It will automatically remain the same. You see, this session has been amazing. So you can actually now post it. So that's the beauty about this tool, whereby if you're typing here directly, you won't be able to bold, you won't be able to do anything. I use it a lot for formatting, and I think every time I'm going to post something, I'm always like using this tool. I copy and then maybe use AI to draft or to do whatever it is to bring out my points clearly, or the structure, the grammar, English, and all those other things, and then come here and then do the formatting. Secondly, the person who asked Grace about recommendations. Recommendations are really, or endorsements are really critical. Why? Because some people look at who has actually endorsed those skills that you talked about. You're saying that you're good at HR, but are you really good at HR? Has someone even know, or have you worked with people who can say the same? Let me just go back to my recommendations. So that's how they really matter. And if you're doubting about them, because some recruiters, when they look at your profile, they want to scroll down on your skills, and on your skills, if you mention maybe that I have some people have the people there's some people have recommended you. That would be nice because it will show that the credibility of what you're trying to talk about. For example, the people who endorsed me here are now like this. And honestly, I didn't. Sometimes people, when they, for example, like you give them a session, they can come automatically and endorse you. For example, I can just come here and say, let me look for problem solving. So this is just going through the skills of people who are doing problem solving. But if, for example, you want to see the endorsements, let me just see if you can. This is where you can request you directly for your endorsements on people. Let me see if I can show it to you. It should be here. Should be here. So you can request people to okay, it's not here. Let me see, where is this thing? Let me first remove this and I add this. Okay, it's not here. So I'm trying to find where you can request endorsements. Let me see. This is just showing the people who have endorsed you. Okay. Seems I can't see this right now, but that's how basically you can I want to just clarify that that's why you need to do what you need to take the endorsements like serious. So I'm trying to see if I can get why you can get the endorsement bit. Okay, it's not here also.
All right. Maybe
Just like this system,
as you try to identify how to find that, colleagues, I know we are running really extremely late. I want to thank you very much for making the time to join us this afternoon on a session with Rooney at Friday, who has amassed his experience in digital marketing. And this has been an incredible session with um, skills and practical knowledge on how to improve your LinkedIn accounts and get in a good position to attract career opportunities. And I believe maybe from here you will be able to improve on your LinkedIn accounts. And with that, I think we shall be getting our session closed this afternoon after Ronnie gives his closing or parting shots, and then we will close the session. But I want to remind you that these sessions are proudly organized by TechBuzz Hub, that runs a program called Graduate Professionals Apprenticeship Program that provides 2 years of experience within 3 months. How that happens, you need definitely to explore more details on how we do that. And it's a program you will not find anywhere else in the world, I believe. We have created this, built it over the last 10 years, tested it, and if you really want to change your career, if you want to gain quite a lot of experience in a short period of time, there is no further place to go except joining GPAP, Graduate Professionals Apprenticeship Program. Ronnie, if you can share your parting shots, and then we can call it an afternoon. We will be able to share the tools and resources that Ronnie has promised, and you will definitely continue with checking them on after maybe they are delivered in your inbox. Thank you, and over to you, Ronnie, to share your parting shots, and we have the session closed. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. I've just shared the slides in the chat. I want to say thank you for everyone who came through. And once again, a call to action. You can get started today, and don't wait for you to get a job to actually start posting on LinkedIn. Don't wait for yourself to amass a lot of followers or whatever it is that you think that you need to first get. Please just start right away. Optimize your profile with different internship or apprenticeships or engagements that you've been through, leaderships, and among other things that you've really done on your end. And that alone will start making your profile grow. And once again, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate, and thank you, TechBuzz, for inviting me to speak on this particular occasion. I hope you picked one thing or two from this session. And if you did, a call to action, you can go and post, and I'll be able to engage. And yeah, that's it from my end. I was looking for the thing for the recommendation, but unfortunately, I can't see it. Taken long without seeing it, honest, because I've never sent a recommendation. But in case maybe I come across it, I can create. If you follow me on LinkedIn, I will share it at one point, or even create a tutorial about it on YouTube. Yes, thank you so much. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you very much, Ronnie, for your kindness to share these important resources or these important resources with us today. The session has been proudly brought to you by TechBuzz Hub in collaboration with our program, GPAP, which is called Graduate Professionals Apprenticeship Program. And from us to you, we want to say have a very wonderful afternoon. Till next week, where we will be discussing some other important aspects of digital marketing, which will be about, most likely about how to market on LinkedIn. How to market on WhatsApp, or how to market on TikTok. So we invite you for the next session, same time, same day next week, which will be a Wednesday at 1 p.m. With that, I want to wish you a very wonderful afternoon, and remind you that this program is one of which you need if you want to get to grow your career in human resource, accounting and finance, digital marketing, sales and marketing, software engineering, proposal writing and fundraising, multimedia and production, research and projects. So if you want to upskill with practical and hands-on training, engagement, practice, and so on and so forth. In 3 months, you amass more than 2 years of experience. And if you are the kind of person we are talking to, or you have a friend, a brother, a sister, you don't want to wait for anything better than this. With that, I want to wish you a very wonderful afternoon and catch you next week. Bye.